What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on a 2016 Mazda CX-5 all-wheel drive. We're going to be doing rear brakes on this, and this does have the electronic brake calipers on it, or parking brakes on it, and you need to release those and put them in the service mode so you can do this. If not, you will break the caliper on these, but I'm going to show you all how to do this. So first thing you want to do is turn it to the on position. You want to hit the button twice, let it come up. Then your parking brake, you're going to push down on it and hold it while pushing the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and then you're going to turn the ignition switch off, and then you're going to immediately turn it back to the on position. You'll hit it twice with your other hand while still holding the gas pedal and the parking brake down, and when you do that, you should hear the motor run, and you should continue to run until it stops, and then you'll see a parking brake symbol up here, and that puts it in service mode. So let me do this and I'll kind of show y'all what it sounds like. You might be able to hear it, I don't know, but pushing down on it now with the gas pedal. We turned it off. All right. And the way you know it's in service mode is that parking brake symbol right there should be on. Then you can just turn it back off. Now we should be in service mode, and we can go outside and start doing the brakes. So come on, let's go get this done, and I'll show you how to do it. And then once we finish, we will reset parking brake, and I'll show you how we do that. We're under the car now. Get the tire off. Like I said, these are the rear brakes right here, and I don't know how bad the back side of them are. The front sides aren't too bad. The passenger side wasn't all that bad either. I went ahead and changed those, but we're gonna go ahead and change them. But there was like a grinding noise, and he said somebody else told him that it was the rear, so that's what he wanted to change. So here we are. I'm going to take this sensor right here out. All you do is just push up, and push down a little bit up, and then pull up. That should be that. And then to take it out, it should be 14 millimeters right here and one on the bottom, and then the bracket should be the same size as well. And these aren't very tight. The actual caliper to mounting bolts, they torque to 25 to 38 foot-pounds, where the caliper mounting bracket to spindle, that right there, torques between 60 and 75 foot-pounds. So none of it's really super tight. Come on, we'll sit this up there. Go ahead and see if I can take this pad out. Yeah, that's your pads. They're a little low, but they ain't horrible. Ooh, never mind. This back one is pretty bad. See if I can get it out. Oh yeah, the back one was really bad right there. Oh yeah, that rotor is eat up. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, she's eat up pretty good. So, and your mounting caliper bracket mounting bolts, God, if I can talk, are right here. Let's see if I can show you. And then right there, and they are 14s as well. Let's see if I can position y'all. The other side wasn't all that tight. This car is from Ohio, so it does have some rust on it. Everything came out pretty good. There was some rust behind the rotor, and I did have to knock it off with a hammer a little bit, but oh yeah, this pin right here is seized up. That is why the back side is eat up. Wasn't letting it come back. So may have to heat it up a little bit, see if I can get it to come out, but we're going to try to see if we can put it in a vise and break it free before applying any heat, and then we'll clean out the bore and put some new grease inside there. Let me get this bottom bolt out, and then whenever I get the caliper bracket off, I'll bring y'all back and we'll try to get this seized pin unseized. Alright, got it inside, got it on the vise, and this one right here, that one, this is the good one. It moves in and out. This one right here is stuck, and this is a 19 millimeter. See if we can get it come loose. Oh God. Come on. Alright, we got it to move. Good. She's a little crusty though. Back the other way. Oh yeah, she's got some crust in her. See if I can get a pair of pliers on it and pull it out. Pair of vice grips on it and see if I can get it to come out. She's coming, it's just super tight. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, don't fall. Yeah, that sucker is pretty crunchy. See if I can get this boot off. I can feel a lot of crust underneath it. I mean, look at that. All that come out of that boot. Look, there's even more coming out. So I'm going to clean this boot out. I'm actually going to spray up inside of here with some brake cleaner. Get a drill bit about the same size. That may be a little too big, yeah. But we're going to get a drill bit about the same size and just go up inside there and try to clean out all that crust. So we got a drill bit roughly the same size, and now we're going to clean the inside of it out. A little bit of brake cleaner. Oh yeah. This drill bit is just a hair smaller. That way I'm not really scoring up the inside of it. A lot of gunk on that right there. There. Cleaning off the pin as well with some brake clean, and I'm going to go over this with some Scotch-Brite. Yeah, see, I'm going over it with some Scotch-Brite right now. And she's already starting to look better. I've got to get around where the dust boot goes. Okay, we're going to put some brake grease up inside of here. And I'm going to lube up the pin some before I put the boot back on. This pin isn't perfect, but is way better than it was before. Like I said, it's not perfect, but she should be a lot better than it was. Oh yeah. try to push this boot back up inside of it. And there we go. Boot is back in there. She's lubed up and cleaned out. Now, let's throw some hardware on here. I'll show you the brake pads that I got and the rotors that we got. Let's see if we can get this rotor off, which I'm gonna have to hit it. And yes, I know that 3M makes a tool for this, but I do not have it. And I know it would clean it up better, but I don't have one at the moment. I need to get me one. That is on my to-do list, I promise. The lug nut on to hold it. Give me 1 minute and I'll show y'all the part number. Part number is right there, 981008 RGS. This is from O'Reilly. They're not a sponsor, but that is who I went through. Brake pads right here, SC 1846. And surprisingly, these brake pads, they do not have any squealers on them, which is a little odd to me, but it is what it is. Put a little grease behind where the hardware goes. I can get the hardware to separate. Now, I normally put the pads in before I put the caliper bracket on, but on these it's easier to put the pads in afterwards because you have to press these little side pieces down to get the caliper to go in. So I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on the mounting bracket bolts. I did clean them off first, and we used a wire wheel, and I'm just using a little bit of blue thread locker. I'm using Permatex blue. Like I said, these torque to between 60 and 75. I'm doing 65. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on the corners of these pads. Alright, now we need to put the piston back into the caliper, and online it says that it's just a push-in piston, it's not a screw-in, but they turn so you can line these up according to some brake pads, since they have these little notches right there, and you want that right there to be setting into one of the notches. So you want those at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position, but my tool, it turns and presses in at the same time, so I'm going to use this one right here. This is the kit I got. It is actually from a company called Grit, I believe. I got it on Amazon. I'll see if I can find it and put a link to it. And it does have a lifetime warranty also, so it's called Grit Performance. But I'm going to use this tool right here. Like I said, it comes with two different ones, a left and a right hand thread. So I'm just using a standard right hand thread right here, and I'm just going to spin it while putting pressure on, and it should retract it in. It did it on the other side with no problem, so we're going to do it on this one. And then once I push it in and put the caliper on, I'll bring it back and show you me torquing it. So I was going to show y'all, I got it pushed all the way in now. Tool is in here. This is the way the tool goes, but I just pushed the piston in by turning this right here by hand, and it just pushed in real easy. So the piston on this one was actually really easy to go back, because this piston was almost all the way out as far as it could go. Now all I got to do is just loosen this right here, and then we can reposition, make sure that these are in the right position right there, the little notches. But let me get a wrench and I'll break that loose. All right, there we go. We got it back in the right position. I'm gonna put some brake grease on that, because that is the contact area, and put it on the boot. Keep it lubed up, and then we're going to put a little bit right there and right there. Did clean that off with some Scotch-Brite as well. Make sure your pads are pushed in. You can see where I cleaned that off. And try to get y'all where y'all can kind of see this. You have to put that under first, and then slide the bottom one in. And what did it do? There they are. Put one bolt in. Couldn't see my bolts to begin with. I know y'all can't see anything. Alright. And now we'll put the bottom one in. Tighten these up just a little bit. I gotta set my torque wrench real quick. Got it set at 35. Okay. All right. Connect that back, and now all we have to do is we'll have to compress the piston back out with the release mechanism, and let me put the tire and torque it down and everything, and then I'll take you in the inside and I'll show you how we do that. Alright, so I want to show y'all how to take it out of service mode. So it's going to be basically the exact same thing, except whenever you go to do it, you don't push down on the parking brake, you pull the lever up. So I'm going to turn it to the on position. Let everything come up. Alright, so I'm going to pull up on the emergency brake button, press the gas pedal all the way in, turn it off. And turn it off. Alright, I had to do it twice on this one. Sometimes it may take you 2 times to do it, but now you see that the ABS light is off and that park light over there is off. So you should be good now, and the pedal is a lot stiffer on this thing because it was really low. I'm going to show y'all what the back side of that rotor looked like real quick. Let me take y'all out. that was the rotor, and here is the brake pad. Yeah, pretty bad. Like I said, it was digging into it. It was grinding really bad. But we got them on. You can see, got the wheel torqued down. So I'm probably going to end the video right here. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I get to them as soon as I can. If you like the video, hit all the buttons, you know, the like, subscribe, notification bell if you like it. I do have other videos. If you didn't like it, I mean, check those out. You might find something that you do enjoy. I do have multiple things on here, from BMWs to diesels to everyday Hondas and Toyotas. But y'all remember, torque this tight, and y'all have a great day.